I still have. You coming in 4 o'clock today?
Your next is of course is Miss Martindale. And I already went to the other break.
Who is it? Yeah. Good morning.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Is it, Mr. Bell?
Yes, sir, it is.
All right. Mr. Bell, my name's Milton Powers. I'm the Powers County Judge sitting in probate matters today. Do you have, your people with you out there, or are they joining as well?
I'm going to provide the testimony today, Your Honor.
Okay. You don't have Betty Joyce with you? I mean,
No,
not
sir, Your
Betty
Honor.
Joyce, but your executor. Who's the executor on the will?
Betty Joyce Eggers, the decedent, her daughter is the applicant, Peggy Jean Carl, Your Honor.
That you don't have her there today to testify?
No, Your Honor, I was going to provide the testimony. I didn't know that it was a requirement of the court to have the executor appear.
I normally always have the executor to be able to, talk to me to be sure that they're not a felon or anything else, where I can have those questions asked.
Okay, well, we weren't aware. I
That's
thought,
part of our court, that's what we do.
well, we must have missed it when we checked the website for the local rules, Your Honor. I'm sorry. I can get her on, but if you get, yeah, if you give me a moment, Your Honor, or maybe recess for 15 minutes and let me try to get a hold of her. I could do that maybe.
Trey's out there. We have a Megan in the waiting room, is that one?
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
We have a Megan in the waiting room?
That could be her. I mean, that's not her name, but I don't know whose phone. As far as I know, she wasn't going to appear today, Your Honor. Like I said, sometimes we check the website and it tells us things like that, but we didn't know that we needed to have her appear today.
No, I don't.
Okay, hang on just a minute, Your Honor.
Okay.
They're saying the applicant's got to be there. I know we checked, but the judge is saying he wants her to be there. Could you give us 15 minutes, maybe, Your Honor, and recess?
Sure.
And let us, sir?
I can give you 15 minutes, yes, sir.
Okay, so it's 9 o'clock. We'll try to get her on the Zoom, Your Honor.
Okay, and we'll get back with you, just you go ahead and kick off, and then we'll get back with you.
Okay, so I should exit the Zoom and come back in 15 minutes or
Yes,
just
sir.
stay where I'm at? All right, well, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
Mr. Gray, how are you?
Very good, thank you. Good morning. I think maybe it's my.
Yeah, so for Dre.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
There you go, Mr. Allison.
You are, Mr. Judge.
Good. Yeah, negative, you get it, like that, negative. We're good. Good morning, Megan.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. All right, we got Mr. Allison here. Mr. Allison, you can come on up here with us, and you should, can she see him? You should be able to see him standing up there.
Me standing in the sit.
Hey, it's all right, you can stand right there.
They don't take that 5 minutes.
Okay, it don't take long. All right. Ms. May, my name is Wilson Powers, I'm Tyler County Judge sitting in probate matters. We call case number PR next 10162 in the estate of Miss Murders, Gibson, Martindale. This is ordering probate the will and authorizing letters of testimony. Are you ready for court this morning?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Allison's gonna be the one, he's gonna be the executor of the will, and we'll be asking him some questions, correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Allison, can you raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, go through, nothing but the truth, you have to God?
Do
All right. All right, Ms. Megan, you may begin your case.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Allison, would you state your name for the record, please?
Harold Eugene Allison III.
And Ms. Martindale was your mother-in-law, is that right?
Yes,
Okay, and she passed away in Woodville at the age of 79 on March 5th, 2025. Is that correct?
Correct.
And she lived there in Woodville, right? I'm sorry, was that a yes?
yes, she did.
Okay. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure we're getting all that testimony on the record. And she owned property generally described as real estate, cash, and personal effects in excess of $50,000. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. And she left a will dated January 29th, 2025. Is that right?
That is correct.
Okay. And the judge should have a copy of that will. And I believe he's going to hand that to you.
Do you recognize that to be the signature?
Yes, you're right.
All right.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Your Honor. Okay. And at the time of Murtis's death, was she married?
No, she was not married. She was widowed.
Okay. And so at the time, in between her signing that will and her death, no marriage of hers was ever dissolved. Is that right? She wasn't divorced in that time period?
Correct.
Okay. And she didn't have any children during that time period either. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And the will names you to serve as independent executor to serve without bond. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. And you haven't been convicted of a felony or a crime of moral turpitude that would disqualify you from serving, right? Okay. And no state or governmental agency or charity has been named in the will as a devisee, right?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, Your Honor, I will go ahead and pass that witness.
Well, we hear the testimony today. We will order this will into probate and name Mr. Harold E. Allison III, known as Trey by me, as the executor of the will. And we have your 20 letters of testimony here. We already have them. So we will move this will into probate today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am. And he signed everything right now that you had prepared, the proof of facts and everything. And I think everything else we got taken care of.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Your Honor. I appreciate your time, and I apologize for the confusion. I called your court. I was under the impression this started at 9, and so I was worried you guys didn't see me in the waiting room.
No, that's fine. Thank you very much. Megan, if there's ever something that you need, just get in touch with our office. Thank you very much.
I appreciate it, Your Honor. Thank you so much. Thanks,
All right.
Trey.
Thank you, sir. Sir. And I have a meeting today. With next time. I'll let you know something.
I'm here to help.
Yeah,
Whatever.
I'll let you know something.
So you know the bank, you know about letters of testimony. So we started the other something. If you're needing any more, it's $2 from our office. I'm sorry, there's some.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, sir. Have a blessed day, brother. Come from Kenya. Anybody knows you have to have your person. Which,
And I'll have it right now.
is there a branded monk in there?
But there's a thing called, that they need, it could be, you know.
Maybe, you can let them in, what you go ahead and do that when if they're there.
That was a big call.
For the bill next.
Whatever. Alright,
Your Honor, she was trying to get on right away.
okay. Well, you stay right there with us, and then as soon as we get her, we'll.
Well, she was I think she was away from her computer, so she's gonna have to do it on a cell phone, unfortunately, but
That's fine, that is fine.
I told her to test her speaker and video when she got it up to make sure it's working, because
Even if I can't see her, the main thing is her testimony being recorded on there.
okay, you're gonna require her to give the testimony, you're not gonna allow me to give it.
I need you to ask her the questions and then her answer. Yes, sir.
Okay,
That's the way we do it in my.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. well, we thought we had called actually twice and asked about that, and we evidently misunderstood, because we called twice to make sure, because, different courts all over the state do it differently, but
Yes, sir.
we thought we had checked, so we just made some kind of mistake evidently.
All right.
How's the weather in Tyler today?
Well, it's a little bit gloomy this morning, so.
Is it still warm up there?
It's pretty warm, yes, sir.
Because it's supposed to get cold here on Monday, and I wondered if it had gotten anywhere near y'all yet.
It hasn't got to us yet. We're expecting some bad storms this weekend, and we got a dogwood festival this weekend, so. That
Great.
may hinder a few things going on this weekend.
I want to apologize if she has trouble with her video or whatever, because anytime we have a client that's going to have to appear, we have a practice session the day before and go over and
Yes,
make
sir.
sure all their technical stuff work. But I did not have a chance to do it with this lady.
No, that's fine.
If it doesn't work, we'll have to
We already
reschedule.
jumped ahead and did our 9:15, so we're good right now.
Okay, well, she was trying to do it right when I left her a while ago. I went over her testimony. I went over the testimony with her, so she knows what she's involved in. But we never have a hearing without having a practice before.
Oh, appreciate it. The main thing I just want the questions asked to her about her, is it her mother?
Yes, sir.
Okay, about her mother and different things, and then about her, make sure that she's not a felon,
That she's qualified.
that she's qualified to be the executive of the will.
We have all of them sign a written document
Yes,
under
sir.
oath that they can do all that stuff before we testify to it.
I just like to hear.
I understand it, whatever the court's preference is. It doesn't make any difference to me. I just try to do it the way we're supposed to do it. We fouled up in this case.
And when it comes to the signature of the will, when
Yes, sir.
she does get on it, if she's able to see, I will show her the signature of the will on.
Yes, sir,
to see if she
I-
recognizes it.
I told her you would do that. She has a copy of the will in her hands as well.
She got in, he said, well, go, and then he kicked off, so. I don't know.
Well, it may or may not happen because she'd not done a Zoom on her phone, so she was gonna have to crank it up, but she said she had the app on her phone, so maybe not, we'll see.
She's coming in now.
Okay, question is, will it work? Yeah, question is, will her video and stuff work?
Yeah, as long as I can hear you, that's the main thing.
Can y'all see, Mr. Mayo?
Can't see her yet. Now we can see her.
There you go. All right. All right, Miss Peggy. Miss Peggy call?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you.
Okay.
All right. My name is Justin Bowers. I'm Tyler County Judge for City and Probate Matters today. I call case number PR -10147. Mr. Mayo, are you ready for court today?
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what'd you say?
Are you ready for court today?
Yes, sir, we are. We're ready to go.
All right, let's see. Miss Peggy, could you please raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, no truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God.
I do.
All right. All right, Mr. Mayo, you may begin your case.
Peggy, can you please state your full name for the court?
Peggy Allegory Carl.
And your mother, the decedent in this case, Betty Joyce Alger, correct?
Yes.
All right. Miss Alger died on November the 21st of 2024 in Woodville, Tyler County, Texas, and she was 87 years at the date of her death, and 4 years have not elapsed since the date of her death. Is that correct?
Yes.
She was a resident and had a domicile and fixed place of residence in Tyler County, Texas on the date of her death.
Yes.
All right. The judge is you want to try to get the judge, wheel up for a judge?
Yeah, well, what I was gonna do is just, if you would look on page 6 of the wheel. If you have the wheel right there in front of you? Miss Peggy?
Hold on a second. I can get a copy.
No, here, I can show it to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you told me earlier you had it with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't see that, but just a second.
Here.
You can see it now, ma'am.
You see it now?
She went to go get the wheel because she had it somewhere laying around. Peggy, can you hear us?
Yes,
Can you
I
see
can.
it? Can you see it now? You can see it now on the wheel
You
screen,
see it
can't you?
now? Look at your phone.
I have the will. So
Oh, look at your phone. He's showing it to you again.
I'm showing it to you there. Can you see
yeah,
that?
it's
You
I do
recognize
see
that as your mother's signature?
yes, it is.
Okay.
Okay. That will, which was dated October the 1st of 2020, was never revoked as far as you know. Is that correct?
True.
And there's an assistant for the administration of this estate. Is that correct?
Yes.
And no children were born to or adopted by your mom after the date she executed this will. Is that correct?
Yes.
And she was never divorced.
No, she wasn't divorced.
Now, no state, governmental agency, or charitable organization is named in the will as a devisee. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. She basically leaves her assets to you and your siblings. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Now, we went over with you and provided you a sheet of paper with the requirements and the qualifications to be an executor, and you read that and signed that. So you are not a convicted felon, and you're qualified and not disqualified by law from accepting letters of testimony, and you're entitled to receive such letters. Is that correct?
Yes.
Your Honor, that's all we'd have of this witness.
The court recognizes that Ms. Peggy June Quarles, recognized the mother's signature. She is qualified to become the executor of the will, and we will move this will into probate today. How many letters of testimony do you need this time?
Probably 2, Your Honor.
Okay. 2 letters of testimony. And everything else should be good. And then she,
Once I get the proof and oath, I'll release the letter.
okay, once we get the proof of the oath, then we'll release.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Okay.
We have them ready to go.
All right, y'all have anything else today before?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Becky, on behalf of Tyler County, we wish you the very best and may God bless you, and we're praying for you and your family.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Ms.
you,
Carl.
Ms. Rachel.
Thank you. Sorry about the mix up, Your Honor.
That's
Ms. Carl, I'm
okay.
gonna give
Have a
you,
blessed day. Thank you.
Ms. Carl, I'm gonna give you a call right after this. May we be
That's his point. He did not call. You did it all. Never gonna call me, he would let you know I'm working on, I'm very verbal, oh, I say what I say, yes. And I'm trying to work on back and on, not just verbally speaking my mind. He did not call. Yeah. Yes. He did call.
They just think a lot of times they do they do what this court does, what the court does, cause it's not, most of them don't do it because unless it's contested.
Yeah.
They don't do it, but I just feel more comfortable hearing it from the person.
Yeah, okay, you should do by submission, I would work there, so I'm your.
I just don't feel comfortable doing that.
Even Brad said, I don't want my, no, my name is money, you know, right?
Well, and to me, what I really like about it is the fact that I can look the person in the eye. And they can always say, well, I signed a piece of paper, not really knowing, but those questions. Can you hear me, Mr. Ball? Can you hear me? I can't hear you, if you can hear me.
Check, check. There we go.
Here we go. We can hear you now.
There we go. I had to test it for some reason. Sorry about that.
All right, what's your name, sir?
Joshua Mullen.
Okay, we're still waiting for your attorney's office.
No, I'm the attorney. I'm filling in for Brandon Monk in this.
Oh, you're filling in, okay, I'm
Yes,
sorry.
sir. Sorry about that.
I was looking for Mr. Monk, so. Is this Miss Gina Zelli?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Is she the only one that's gonna be speaking today?
Yes, sir.
Okay. My name is Milton Powers, I'm Howard County Judge, sitting in probate matters today. We call case number PR dash 10131. And this is an order admitting the will to probate and authorizing letters of testimony in the estate of Gordon Lee Bale. And Miss Gina Zell Lee is, Mr. Mullins, are you ready to court today?
Yes, sir.
All right, Miss Gina Zell Lee, could you please raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Mullins, you may begin your case.
Miss Lee, are you familiar with and have read the proof of death and other facts?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Are these all, to the best of your knowledge, true and correct and within your knowledge?
Yes, sir.
Because we've uploaded, you assigned the proof of death and other facts. You uploaded that to them a minute ago, right?
Yeah, I scanned it to the system.
Okay, we have that scanned and signed, Judge, but we'll send that over to you. And we have the oath with us. You want to sign that present?
Okay. All right. I just need you to go through and ask her some questions about her mother's, is it your mother? Was it your mother?
No,
I mean-
sir.
I mean, your dad did?
No, sir. He was a family friend.
Family friend, okay. And I just need you to ask her questions whether she's authorized to be the executor. That's just the way I do it with my court, okay?
Okay, sure.
Be she's authorized and make sure that she's not about or anything. I just want it on recording.
Yes, sir. Ms. Lee, have you been appointed under the will to be the executrix of the estate?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you're ready and willing to serve in that role?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you understand those responsibilities?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you need anything else on that, Judge?
Well, normally they kind of go through the application a little bit and, just ask questions down through the application. Miss Gina Lee, or was the residing of your friend of the family 9022 Dairyland Heights in Silsbee, Texas?
Yes.
77656.
Yes, sir.
The descendant owned the real property located in Tyler County of Texas in a value of excess of $10,000. That's why you're able to file that in the Tyler County today, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that's why this court would have jurisdiction over this matter, correct?
From my understanding, yes, sir.
All right, in the last, three numbers of your friend's social security, you may not know this, was 573. You
If
know
that's what
that?
it is, I don't have it in front of me, but yes, sir.
Okay. In the last three digits of the license, 921.
Yes, sir.
And no children were born or adopted by the descendant after the date of the will, is that correct?
That is correct.
Alright, and the descendant was married to Jane Viola Floor on December 31st of 1959, do you know that?
Yes,
And divorced July 6th, 1983.
yes,
Okay, and then he married Mary Haywood, is that correct?
yes, sir.
Alright. And then they were divorced in April of 2000.
Yes.
And then, well, look like he got married.
Got married again.
Two, did he?
He didn't like to be alone.
All right, no marriage of the descendant was ever dissolved after this will was made, whether by divorce, annulment, declaration that this marriage, that would make this, will void, correct?
That's correct.
All right. You knew the defendant as a friend, correct?
Yes, sir, but he was more like family to us.
All right. Do you have a copy of the will in front of you?
I do.
Could you please, look at the will and look on page 9 of 9?
Yes, sir.
Do you recognize that signature as Mr. Gordon Bell's signature?
I do.
And no, government entity or anything else was promised the money on this, will, correct?
That is true.
Okay, all the money would be left to, I'm supposing his children,
His son.
his son, okay? All right, that's pretty much all I have to ask. Do you have anything else, Mr. Mullins?
No, sir.
And you haven't been convicted of a felony or, you not been found incompetent by a court, any kind of court or anything?
Not that I'm aware of, no, sir.
Okay. All right, well, we can move forward then, and we will order this will to probate today and authorize the letters of testimony. How many letters do you need?
5.
Okay. All right, Ms. Willis, I think as soon as we receive those proof of facts and everything, then we can move forward, but until then, we can't move forward until we've received all that proof of facts, okay?
Okay, thank you, Judge.
All right, y'all have a very blessed day on behalf of, for the family and Howard County, we just wish you the very best. And God bless you and your family, and we're praying for y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you,
you, Ms.
Judge.
Mullins. Yes. So they ready?
I believe so.
Who's our first one?
Rodriguez. Oh, hold on. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's the same.
Good morning.
Good morning, Judge. How are you?
Doing good. How are you, ma'am?
I'm good. I'm trying to get us all organized. Give me just
All right. Somebody's got to keep them straight.
yes, sir. Sometimes it takes a little bit.
Full-time job.
You all know
Good
him.
job.
Y'all know my job. You all know him.
I know exactly.
Yes.
And it's up. They can hear you.
Good morning, brother.
What's up?
Not much. How are you?
Doing good. I've got after we get through with these 3 hearings, I got one other issue I gotta get with you on.
Yeah, I'd rather it, well, they can go on and record me, and we can talk about it a little bit.
Do what? I'm sorry. What did you-
Yeah, I don't like going into recording on it as long as you don't mind, we can talk about that case. You talk about the, guardianship case?
Yeah,
Yes, sir. Alright, we'll talk about it, or are you ready? Is your people ready right now?
I'm ready, Judge.
Okay. Alright, my name is Bill Bowers, I'm county judge, sitting in probate matters. We call case number PR-10152. And the estate of David Horace Rodriguez Jr. Is your person is with you today?
They are, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, you ready for court this morning, Mr. President?
We are, Your Honor.
All right. Where's your person there where I can get them to raise their hand? Those who are gonna testify?
Miss Carol, I need you to.
Miss Carol,
Yes, I am.
could you please raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Okay. All right, Mr. President, you may begin your case this morning.
Oh, okay. Miss Carol, will you state your name for the court, please?
Carol Rishu,
And you reside in Woodville, Texas at this time?
Ivanhoe, yes.
Okay. And your last 3 digits of your social security number is 035, and the last 3 digits of your driver's license number is 469, to the best of your knowledge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And we're here today on the estate of David Horace Rodriguez Jr. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And he passed away on January 19th of 2025. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And what was your relationship to him?
I was married to him and we were divorced, but we lived together for the last 20 years because of him taking care of the house. He wanted to buy a house.
Okay.
And then when he had his stroke, we took care of him.
And as far as jurisdiction, that he had a place of residence that was here in Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, it was.
Okay. And he left, he died, like I said, on January 19th, 2025, but he passed away at Mid Jefferson Hospital in Beaumont, Texas. Is that correct? And he was,
yes, sir.
And he was 82 years of age. Is that correct?
Yes, he was.
And his domicile at the time was 505 Lakewood Drive, Woodville, Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And the last 3 digits of his social security number is 112, and the last 3 digits of his driver's license number is 085. Is that correct?
Yes.
And the court has jurisdiction over this again, like I said, because he's got a fixed place of residence in this county. Is that correct?
Yes.
And this thing necessitates administration and that the state's paid over $5,000. Is that correct? And he left a will dated October 14th of 2016. Is that correct?
Yes, it is.
I'm going to show you what we filed as the last will and testament of David H. Rodriguez.
Okay.
Do you recognize that will?
Yes, I do.
Okay. I'm going to show you on his signature on the last two pages, do you recognize that to be his insurance?
Yes, I do.
Okay, and do you recognize, that on the last page, that'd be a signature?
Yes, I do.
All right, we're gonna, ask court to take judicial notice, and we have the signature on the last page that she recognized.
Yes, court take judicial notice that Ms. Carroll has recognized the signature to be the signature of Mr. David Boyd Rodriguez Jr.
And like I said, this is his last will and testament, to the best of your knowledge, correct?
Yes, sir.
There's no other will dated after the date of this will, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
And, no, I mean, there's no other will dated after date. of this
No,
will,
there
correct?
isn't.
Okay. And then, this will was never revoked. He never said, tear that thing up, it's not any good anymore or anything. Is that
No,
correct?
he didn't.
And then he named you or as executor in this will, is that correct?
Yes, he did.
And you're not disqualified from serving, you don't have any felony convictions or anything, is that correct?
That's right.
Okay. And the will never left anything to a state government agency or charitable organization, is that correct?
That's correct.
Everything was left to family, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that basically you're here today asking the court to admit this will into probate, grant you letters of testamentary so you can carry out the wishes of the will, you know.
Yes, sir.
And that's all I have, Your Honor.
You need a court appointed.
The court will accept and order this will in the probate today, authorizing Ms. Carol Marie Richards. Is that how you say it? To be the executor of the will and authorize letters of testimony. How many letters do you need today, Mr. President?
I didn't understand.
Well, he just asked how many letters we need, probably 3 to 5 or something like that. We'll get them as many as we need. They want 3 or 5.
Probably 5.
We'll get 5, Your Honor.
Okay, 5 letters.
That should be it, right? Yeah.
All right. Miss Carol, on behalf of Tyler County, we wish you the very best, and God bless you, and you're in our prayers, you and your family.
You say God bless you and you're in his prayers.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All
right, Mr. President, is your next class ready?
He is, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, y'all can come out here. Yeah, I'll talk to you about the other things.
Okay. Is that it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know where it was.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see it either. Over there.
Sure. That book was wonderful.
Oh, thank you. Do what?
Who orders those books?
Oh, there was a company that did with the funeral and stuff like that.
Oh.
Yeah, we kept supplying. You can't do everything for him. There's in trouble later. Right now, since they will said that, we get that done. Okay, we're in trouble. Come on back, Mr. Vince.
I don't know, but we got a savings account for my grandson's name. We can't do anything about when I was court appointed successor.
Checking account.
Well, I got to,
You know, talk to you about it later.
yeah, I've got a
Okay.
video. You gotta sign all that stuff in there. How are you doing today,
That's
bro? Oh. Okay, I'm ready, Your Honor.
My name is Bill Powers, I'm Tyler County Judge, sitting in probate matters today on case number PR-1053 in the estate of Eunice Estelle Vincent. And this is to order the probate will and authorize letters of testimony. Is this Mr. George Vincent with you today?
It is, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Vincent, could you please raise your right hand for me? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
All right. Mr. Reisinger, you may begin your case.
Mr. Benson, will you state your name for the court, please?
George E. Vincent.
And you currently reside in Chester, which is in Tyler County, Texas at this time. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And the last three digits of your social security number is 355, and the last three digits of your driver's license number is 416, to the best of your knowledge. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And we're here today on the probate of Eunice Estelle Vincent. Is that correct?
Yes.
And Miss Vincent passed away on February 9th of 2025. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what was your relationship to Miss Vincent?
I'm the oldest son.
Okay. And like I said, she passed away on February 9th, 2025, and she passed away at 629 County Road 2380, Chester, Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And that was her home. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Which is also in Tyler County, correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And that's the reason why this court has jurisdiction over this case, is because, you know, she resided in Tyler County, also passed away in Tyler County. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And she owned property in excess of $5,000, which necessitates administration. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
She left a will dated May 10th of 2016. Is that correct?
Yes.
I'm going to show you what we filed as the last will and testament of Eunice Estelle Vincent. And do you recognize this will?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You recognize that to be the last will and testament of Miss Vincent?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to show you on the back here is let's see it's back here where it shows that Eunice Estelle Vincent's signature. Do you recognize that to be her signature?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm going to ask court to take judicial notice, show the court that that was a signature that my client recognized to be her signature.
Court will take judicial notice that Mr. George Vincent recognizes the signature of Miss Eunice Estelle Vincent.
Now, this will was the last known will of your mother. Is that correct?
Yes, the only one I know of. Yes.
Yeah. And there was no other will or no codicils made to change in this will. Is that correct?
No, sir.
There's no other, this will was never revoked. She never said, tear that thing up. It's not any good anymore. Is that correct?
No, sir.
And you're asking the court to admit this will in probate. Is that correct?
Yes.
And this will names you as the executor of the will. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And you're not disqualified from serving, meaning you don't have any felony convictions or anything. Is that correct?
No, sir.
Okay. And you're not this will didn't leave anything to anybody like a state government agency, charitable organization. Is that correct? Everything was left to the family members. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay. And you're here today asking the court to admit this will in the probate, grant you letters of testamentary, and see and carry out the wishes of your mom's will. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I have at this time, Mr. Vincent.
Okay. The court will recognize Mr. George Vincent to be the executor of the will, we will move forward and, order this will into probate and authorize letters of testimony. How many letters do you need this time?
We'll just do 5, Your Honor.
Okay. Mr. Benson, on behalf of Tyler County, we just wish you the very best. Let you know that we're praying for you and your family. God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
Oh, he said, on behalf of Tyler County, he said, God bless you and do hope for the best, carrying out the witness.
Still don't understand. I'm sorry, but my hearing.
Yeah. No, he just said, on behalf of Tyler County, he said, God bless you, basically.
Oh.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Have a good day, Mr. Benson.
All right, thanks, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, I've got one more, Miss Smith, Your Honor. And I think they're out there. I'm gonna go check.
Hey, while you're waiting on that, can you get her to file me an order for the next case? Because we didn't get an order for that one.
For the Smith case?
For the Smith case, yes.
Okay. Yeah, I've got it right here, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'll get her to go e-file that right quick.
All right, thank you.
I take this. Or...
Yeah, I'm gonna bring this to you. I'll bring this in for you.
Because then I have to put it in the computer and everything, get it ready, and then you'll have to sign it for me so I can file it with the clerk.
Who's gonna have to sign?
You sign everything.
Okay.
You ready to go?
I am willing to.
We're gonna go in
That
there.
is your homework for us.
So we gotta
get the house appraised? No, ma'am.
You just take your time.
You can just look on the appraisal district's website and look at what it was in 2024.
That's good.
Oh, and put that in there.
That's wide enough, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And
You need to go through first.
Yes, sir.
Can you get through? Go
Yes,
ahead,
ma'am.
get around me.
Yes, ma'am. I sure can.
Give me just 1 second, I'll help you. Yes, ma'am.
I was learning a little bit about her talking to that other.
Yes, so you know, just to help guide you.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
That wind will blow you away out there.
Yeah, it's blowing hard out there
Oh,
today,
man.
isn't it? My
And we
gosh.
live on top of the hill out there in Harmony.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it's just double.
Yeah, I can imagine. We're ready, Your Honor.
We're ready? All right.
Yes, sir.
My name is Milton Powers. I'm Tyler County Judge sitting in probate matters today. And I call case number PR-10155 in the estate of Leslie Highland Smith. And is this Miss Sharon M. Smith?
Yes,
All right. Miss Smith, if you could please raise your right hand for me. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
yes, I do.
All right.
You hear better? A little bit better?
I will. It's not him, it's me. Yeah, I can hear a little.
Mr. Reisinger, you may begin your case.
Thank you, Judge. Miss Smith, will you state your name for the court, please?
Sharon Manette Smith.
And you're an interested party in this estate of Leslie Howard Smith, is that correct?
Yes,
And what's your relationship to
he
Mr. Howard?
was my husband.
And we're here today trying to ask the court to probate the will of Leslie Howard Smith, is
Right.
that correct? And you reside at 1588 County Road 1125.
Correct.
Is that correct? And the last 3 digits to of your social security number is 801 and last three is your driver's license number is 953 to the best of your knowledge.
Yeah.
Okay. And Mr. Smith passed away on February 8th of 2025. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay. And he was 83 years of age. Is that correct?
Right.
And at the time when he passed away, his residence was 1588 County Road 1125, which is in Woodville, Tyler County, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes. Mhm.
Which basically means that since he was residing here, the court has jurisdiction over this case. Is that correct?
Correct.
And he also passed away at the Woodville Convalescent Center here in Woodville, Texas. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And there exists a need for administration of the estate he owned property in excess of $5,000. Is that correct?
Say what now?
There is a need of administration of the estate. So, because there's property in excess of $5,000 in
Right.
the estate. Is that
Mhm.
correct? And he left a will dated June 20th of 2022. Is that correct?
Correct.
I'm going to show you, what we have is a copy of the last will and testament of Leslie Howard Smith. Do you recognize this will?
Yes.
Okay. And you recognize this to be the last will and testament of your husband.
Yes. It was the only one he ever made.
And I'm going to show you this purported to be his signature.
Right.
And do you recognize that to be his
Yes,
signature?
he was left-handed and he never could write.
Okay. Your Honor, I'm asking the court take judicial notice that she recognized that to be the signature on the last will and testament filed in the court.
Court take judicial notice that Ms. Sharon Smith recognized her husband's signature on the will.
And to the best of your knowledge, this will, like we said earlier, this was the last will and testament of your husband, and he never revoked this will. He never said tear this thing up,
No.
get rid of it or anything. Is that correct?
No, he did not.
And he never made any changes or codicils to this
He
will. Is
did
that
make
correct?
one change, but it didn't pertain to me. It pertained to one of my children.
But that was on this will that wasn't, that basically this was the last will and testament. Is that
Mhm.
correct? Okay. And then let's see. And then basically this will names you as executor of the estate. Is that correct?
I'm not the executor, but I'm the my brother that lives in Arlington is the executor.
Well, it shows right here.
Am I the first executor?
You're the first and your brother is second.
Oh, okay, thank you.
So you are the executor of
Okay.
the estate. Is that
Right,
correct?
I
That's
guess
why
so.
that's why we have you file the application. That's
Yeah.
why we had you here to take care of this. Is that
Thank
correct?
you.
Okay.
You gotta
Now-
refresh my memory.
No, that's okay. I understand. I know this is hard, reliving your husband's estate. And since you were appointed as executor, you're agreeing to be the executor and you're not disqualified from being the executor. You don't have any felony convictions and things like that.
No.
Okay. And the will didn't name any state or government agency or charitable organization as a beneficiary. Everything was left to
Me,
you. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay. Or you or family, I guess is what we'd say. And you're here today asking the court to probate the last will and testament of your your husband,
Yes,
and grant you letters of testimony. Is that correct?
yes.
That's all we have, Your Honor.
The court will today recognize Ms. Sharon M. Smith as the executor of the state. And as soon as we get that order, I'll sign it in the order. This will order this will to go into probate and issue letters of testimony. How many letters do you need?
5 will be fine, Your Honor.
Okay, 5 letters.
Mhm.
And Miss
5
Leslie,
letters.
on behalf of Tyler County, we wish you the very best. And just to let you know, we're praying for you and your family, and may God bless you very much.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, Mr. Russinger, I'll let you take care of that, and if you'll come back with me, we'll talk about this other case, okay?
Okay, Your Honor. Yeah, you can come on out. That's all we had to present.
Now, I heard her say something about I couldn't sell my house within 6 months. Is that true?
No, let me help you with that. I'll explain that to you. No, you can sell it.
I want to
Yeah,
put
you
it
can
up.
sell it, you can sell it tomorrow, today.
That's what I want to do. I want to put it up for sale.
You can.
For you. But this was the inventory, for the estate.
Well, no, we better not, cause he's not here. So, let me wait till he gets back, I'm just gonna give me a call.
The value of the property.
Oh, okay.
Hey, because we had this right now, and I don't wanna call this case to order, because we don't have any witnesses. Can you give me a call on the phone, on my cell phone?
Yes.
We'll go ahead and kick off the year today, and then we'll talk about if we have to come back on this case, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank
You
you.
want me to call right now, Judge? Or?
Yeah, go ahead and call me on my cell phone, go ahead and kick it off your thing here today.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Have on mute.
Yeah. Mr. Riddick,
Yeah, good morning, Judge.
good morning. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I do want to let you know my client is doing this from home. I just found out via Zoom, and he is not logged on yet because I was getting a little worried he hadn't shown up yet.
Okay. Didn't know they stopped you. All right, we'll wait for him and give him a few minutes there.
Okay, sorry about that, Judge.
It's okay. No, we're a little bit early. I think we're about 8 or 10 minutes early, so.
That's my fear being late to court. So I'm always.
Well, I just got off the phone with one of my attorney buddies that I've known him for years. His fear is being early.
His fear is being early. What my joke is always, Judge, I'm the son of a man who's a lawyer and a Baptist minister, so I've had a lot of moral dilemmas growing up.
Oh.
So all the guilt and ethical quandaries that come with the job. So
Yes, sir. Well, I'm a judge and a Baptist minister myself.
Are you really?
Yes, sir.
I had no idea.
Yes, sir. I'm a Baptist minister at First Baptist Doucette.
Yeah,
Texas.
I grew up in New Orleans. My father went to the theological seminary in New Orleans, and I still have very vague memories of, I mean, it's probably like 1.5, 2 of living there. That was like the first place I lived. And then my dad had a church on Canal Boulevard that survived the hurricane and is still there.
Oh.
So that was a long time ago. But.
That's a long time ago. New Orleans has definitely changed probably since then.
It has. The crazy thing is after the hurricane, I went back. Because I grew up there, went to high school there, and I had gone to college in Chicago. My parents had moved to San Marcos, and my dad was a professor at Texas State forever. And I went back after the hurricane. I was there for that Saints game, the famous Saints game with the blocked punt and all that stuff.
Yes, sir.
And I went to the neighborhood I grew up in, and the thing that was obviously the houses are devastated, but all the vegetation had been killed, like the trees, the grass, everything. And so you really just have these boxes, that are where the houses were. And the crazy part is if I had had my back to the house I had grown up in, I wouldn't know where I was. Like, it's crazy when you think that you spend your formative years there, but it's different. It still is not the way it was because New Orleans is so, because the tourist industry, the workforce is kind of transient. They move around, stuff. And so when the hurricane happened, a whole bunch of people left for work. And they really haven't returned in the same. New Orleans is not an industry city. It's a tourism city. So it's not like they have plants and giant businesses and stuff, but it's different.
For sure. Nobody still come in. We're going to place you on mute just for a second.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. Can you hear me, sir? Mr. Bramer? You might want to, if you can hear me, we can't hear you, you might need to turn your volume on. Your audio must be turned off.
Sorry, Judge, we thought he was gonna be here with us this morning.
That's okay.
His mute button's on.
You got it?
My office is trying to call him right now, Judge.
We have our technology person, I think, typed you a little letter there, so.
Yeah, we didn't know till this morning he was gonna Zoom, so we were.
That's okay.
Or should I say, we didn't know until after I logged on with you that he Oh. This is like a comedy sketch now. We could talk about the sports memorabilia on my walls in my office if you'd like. I got some really cool stuff.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You could actually get him if he could call your office phone there. And if we could put him on speaker, it may be a little bit delayed if he can't figure it out.
Shoot, I'll put him on my cell phone. That might be easier if I can. Let me see. This is one of the reasons why whenever I have Zoom hearings, I always have the clients here. So, okay, let me see if. I told him just to give him my cell phone and then I just would hold it up.
Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
All right. Am I in?
Yes, you can put your phone down.
We can hear you now.
Thank you.
All right. My name is Milton Powers. I'm Tyler County Judge sitting in probate matters. We call case number PR-10156 in the estate of Violet Ruth Bramer. Is that how you say it?
Yes, sir. Brett, yes,
Okay.
flat array, but that's good. Brimer.
All right. And you're Mr. James Clarence Bramer? Is that correct?
Sir.
All right, Mr. Bramer, could you please raise your right hand for me?
Right in.
Could you raise your right hand? You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do. Yes.
Yes, okay. Can you hear me?
Did you hear me okay?
Yes, sir, I heard you. Okay. All right, Mr. Rennick, if you're ready for court, go ahead.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Brammer, can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can.
Okay, this
And-
is
and
Scott.
I'm thinking I can. maybe put speakers on and maybe help me on my end. I mean, not speakers, but earbuds. Let's see if that helps me. I could hear him, but not clearly. Okay,
Miss,
let's
can
see
you
if
hear
that's
me?
any better.
Can you hear me, sir?
You can? Yes,
Okay, can you see me?
you can. Yes, I
Okay,
can see you.
okay, I'm gonna walk you through this, okay? Just stay with me, okay?
Okay,
All right, now you're aware that I'm gonna hold up some documents since you're there on Zoom first. We filed on your behalf an application to probate this will. We've also held up, I'm holding up, this is a proof of death and other facts. And
yes,
these documents, the information that we got was from your personal knowledge, and the things that in here are true and correct, right?
that is correct.
Okay, now you are the son of Miss Violet, is that right?
That is correct. Yes,
Okay, and she passed away on May 2nd of 2021 in Beaumont at the age of 97, is that right?
yes, sir.
Good for her, getting to 97, that's impressive. Okay, and so we're here, she died at the time she had a will, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and 4 years have not elapsed since the time of her will, right?
That's correct.
We're getting close, but we're not there yet, right?
All right. Yes.
Okay. And in that will, and I'm gonna hold up the will just so you can see it, and you've seen this document before, right?
Yes, sir. I have.
Okay. And you're familiar with Miss Violet's signature, is that right?
Yes, I am. She had a very good signature.
Can you see that?
That is her signature. Yes.
Okay, and that is her signature on this will, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and on that will, the executor was supposed to be Mr. James Clarence Brammer, and who was that?
That is me.
Right, and there was but that was a senior, right?
That my dad. Yes, I'm
Yeah,
a junior.
And he passed away back in 1997, right?
Yes, sir. In 97.
Okay, and in the event that your father passed away, predeceased your mom, then the contingent or backup executor was you, is that right?
Yes. Well,
Okay.
it went. Yes.
Okay.
I think they were. I don't remember at this point how it was worded, but yes.
Okay, but you were the backup just in case.
Right.
Okay, and there's no reason that you can't serve as executor over that will, is there?
That is correct. There's no reason.
You haven't been convicted of a felony, have you?
No.
Okay, and you haven't been sued for fraud or anything of that nature?
No.
Okay, and there's a need to administer this will because she does have an estate and property that's in excess of $200,000. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And sir, just so the court's aware, do you have any siblings?
I do.
Okay.
I have a daughter. Brandy.
Do you have any
BRAN.
brothers or sisters?
I'm sorry. Yes. I have two brothers.
Okay. And none of them have filed an objection to probating this will as far as you're aware of. Is that right?
No, that is correct.
And you're aware that to be the executor of a will, that you are going to have to sign an oath that's going to be filed with the court, and that you understand that you have a duty to preserve the assets of the estate and then to distribute the assets in accordance with the will. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
Okay.
correct.
And you're willing to fulfill those duties. Is that right?
I am.
Okay. And let me ask you, the only marriage that your mom ever had was to your dad, James. Is that right?
That's right.
Okay. And one more question. When the will was completed back in 1986, did your mom adopt or give biologically birth to any other children after the time that that will was done?
No, sir.
Okay. I think that is all the and she was domiciled at the time of her death, although she died in Beaumont. She lived here in Tyler County. Is that right?
Yes, primarily that was her home.
Okay.
She, as her health dictated, she stayed there or at my brother's house or at my house.
Okay. But her main residence was Tyler County. Is that right?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Judge, I think that's all the questions I have. If I forgot anything, please let me know.
No, I think that's all we need. The
Okay.
court will recognize Mr. James Clarence Bramer Jr. as the executor of the will. And we will order this will to probate and authorize letters of testimony. How many letters do you need at this time?
I think I would like 5, Judge.
5, okay. All right, Mr. Bramer, on behalf of Tyler County, we wish you the very best and let you know that we're praying for you and your family. God bless you. I hope that you have the same genes as your mother there, and you can make it to 97 years old too.
I hope to. I'm gonna do my best to get there.
Yes, sir. All right.
I have 2 questions. Will my brothers be contacted? And
I'll answer all those questions for you, sir.
okay, that'd be great.
Take up the court's time. I can answer all those questions.
Do we have anything else?
Fantastic. We good. I'm
Mr.
fine.
Riddick, it's nice to meet you. If you're ever in Tyler County, look me up. We'll go eat lunch together.
I would love that. All right, Judge. Have a good one.
Thank you. God bless y'all.
Thank you, Judge Powers. God
Yes,
bless you
sir.
too.
Yeah. We're doing it in that one order. We just gotta wait to get it signed.